We bow down and worship you. Share this live, share this live. Welcome to the Under Laboratory platform. Share this live. Share this live. Welcome to the laboratory platform. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What only you can do. Welcome to the laboratory platform. I want to welcome all of you this morning. If you are hearing me, just give me a thumbs up. If you are getting this transmission, just give me a thumbs up. You're the God that kills and also make alive. You're the lion. If you are celebrating your birthday this morning, I want to wish you happy birthday. If you just celebrated your birthday, I want to say happy pre-birthday. We want to thank God for the gift of life. We want to thank God. We just want to appreciate God this morning that we all are alive this morning. Welcome to the laboratory platform. Share this live because today we will be discussing one of the major partners. One of the major partners. Share this live. Share this live. Come and do what only you can do. Mighty man of war. Mighty man of war. Lion of Judah. We bow down and worship you. Yahweh. 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 Come and do what only you can do. Mighty man. Mighty man. If you are just joining us, share this live. We bow down and worship you. Yahweh. Yahweh. Come and do. As we done referencing God this morning, we will be joining our team song. And today is very interesting. As we join our team song, share it, share it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Truth Trade platform, the only trade platform that discusses the trade and doing business in Liberia. If you are into shipping to Monrovia, or you want to do business to Monrovia, from wherever you are, I believe this is your platform. You raise the dead, you make the barren fruitful. I want to say welcome to all of you. If today is your wedding anniversary, we want to say happy wedding anniversary to you. If you are celebrating any day today, we just want to say thank God for you. Share this live. Come and do what only you can do. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh.
Come and do what only you can do. Call him Yahweh.
Share this life. Share this life.
Come and do. Call it Yahweh. Somebody lift your voice and pray.
We join our theme song and go straight into our topic. We just want to thank God this morning. Every morning we want to thank God to be alive. Now we'll be joining our theme song.
How do you earn a scholarship valued at up to $3,000? You apply for it. University of Phoenix.
Okay, now we move right into business. We are done thanking God. And we always want to reference God. To be alive in our small thing, my people. To wake up in the morning, it means God get a plan for you for that particular day. So as we join our theme song, straight into our theme song. Here we go. The flight speaker. Share it, share it, share it. Today we're going to be talking directly to the custom brokers. We want to know the role of the custom brokers in our trade chain. Are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are a part of the problem in doing business in Liberia? Share this live. Today we'll be dealing only with the brokers. Are they causing us problem? We spoke about the shipping line with all of the problem, APM terminal, the government, the shipping line, the Meta Scientific, the CTN. Are the custom brokers helping, or they are problem? That's what we're discussing this morning. Share this live. Give us your experience with the custom broker. Are they robbing you? Are they helping you? How are they helping you to make sure that you do a very smooth business? More especially when you are a novice to the clearing process. Are they using it to exploit and rip you off? Tell all this money. Today we're only talking custom brokers. Share this live. From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? How do you grade them? Where do you grade them? From 1 to 10. If you went to Liberia and you face a serious problem with them, this is your platform. If you enjoy your service, this is your platform. Welcome to the Liberia Trade Platform. This is the platform, like I said, you want to do business in Liberia, you want to ship to Liberia from any part of the world. Visit this platform and we will take you to the drill. I want to recognize all of you that are watching. I want to say thanks for watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to say good morning to all of you. I know it's still in the morning or might be going to May Day in Liberia. If you are somewhere in the world, I would say good afternoon. Well, I just want to say hi to everybody because this platform is being monitored on 5 major social media platforms. This morning we will be looking at the role of the custom broker in our trade chain. Are they helping to facilitate trade or part of the problem? You know, we've been discussing over the period of time all of the trade partners. And I told you in our last podcast of last week that today will be only for custom brokers. And we want to know, we spoke about the challenges of the APM terminal. All of the hurubalus, how they are creating serious problem to our trade chain. We spoke of the Liberia Revenue Authority on how they are doing a reassessment. They want to make 1 billion by all costs, want to turn rock to water, which of course we know is very impossible. We spoke of better certificate who came into our trade chain and don't understand and don't know how they are doing it, and they don't know how to even start what they are doing. So everything is gone backward. We spoke of the CTN who gave custom a value that they don't have the right to. I don't know who authorized them or how are they doing it. Then we spoke of the shipping lines. Leaving the port facility, moving from one place to another, creating a kind of a long business distance or distances, causing serious challenge to our people. The issue of reprint and what have you, moving forth. Then we spoke of the MPA, who owns the land, the gateway to the economy. What role are they playing? Is the MPA only sitting to collect your warranty and just look at everybody doing your own thing? Just come into Freeport and just do what you think you can do and just get out? Is that what the MPA is doing? We spoke about that. But today, we'll be talking strictly to the custom brokers. So your experience and challenge you face today is only for the custom brokers. Only for the custom brokers. And I can be the judge. You be the judge. From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? From 1 to 10. But before we go further, I will just give you a kind of a brief history of the custom brokers. You know, in way back when we always say our forefathers, you know, the guy who started the whole custom broker thing. And this thing started way back somewhere in the 70s. You know, custom broker is not just a new guys just coming around formulating themselves like a new organization. There's something way down the line. Way back in the 80s, my memory was certainly right, in 1978, 1979, when a group of guys who who left Liberia and they went outside of the country and they saw this profession being known as brokerage. You know, an agent who take responsibility goes into the port or any port facility. It could be the airport, seaport, or a border entrance to come into the country. You know, and they saw how other countries were doing it, even if they're not doing it right, but they learned something. And they said, but I think we can do this in our country, so we do have a seaport. And the guys begin to put themselves together and wanting to, you know, professionalize this thing and creating kind of a way that people can earn and make money in helping the government and other trade partners to move trade. And grew for it up to 78, into the 80s, they started doing the kind of a migrant, just kind of a, and when you, before, you know, moving to the migrant, they started as a talent. In fact, most of the guys who gave birth to the Custom Broker Association, they were from customs who knew the entire operation of being a broker, and they were all like a targeting officers. You know, the guy who go to maybe to the vessel, they go to the kilo, they go to, you know, what's the best way we were doing trade by then. And then the guys, you know, say, but every time we come here, we tally, and we have seen this thing, or someone has shown us this light to say, look, you can't sit there and be targeting all day. You can leave here and go somewhere and do something far better. That was way back in 1978, from the story now that I got from some of the older guys who we met, from the research. You know, any tally, we call them targeting officers, but then said, well, then we can try this thing. You know, these guys met, you know, called a few of your colleagues, you know, the one with in custom, the one with the port authority by then, you know, begin to discuss. I mean, we see, we can take this thing to be something, because this job doing is a government job. When we leave this job, there is something that we can live on. And these guys started to do your own migrant. So that's how they left from tality and they became migrant agent in the campus, handful of guys. You know, so people come in the country, you know, they take your bear, they go to custom, because they already knew the system from tality officers. So they became a migrant broker in the 70s. In the 80s, the profession began to grow. People begin to look at them, you know. People say, oh, but you saw me running around. Let me pay attention to these guys. Ongoing, the walking, they all scatter. Right after the war, in the 90s, where more especially when goods were leaving from Nigeria, you know, Sierra Leone, Ghana, coming, and custom by then saw the means to say, look, we can, you know, the few custom guys who were brave enough say, look, what we can do is, even if we can't sit there, we are customs officers, you know, we can sit there, and then people come into the country, even if we can't say we were ready putting money government cover, but then, well, this is what we know. and we are custom officers. Let's go to the port and tell the guys, when you come in, do your declaration, this, that, they ready took the challenge. And according to the story that we got, we'll be around. The guys started going to the port, meeting with the guys. You can't, you bring your lead. The Ghana must go back, the check it. So, it's about to inform the Ministry of Finance. I said, but man, you guys there, they were in the system before. They pay attention to what's going on. Because people need to start paying their duty without fighting war. The people can't come. They can't send it. Just go back. Let them be paying small thing to the government at least. We'll be raising small thing to keep the government going, like stationary, what have you. Everybody looking for a way now to survive. Adjustment. We'll say about readjustment, putting yourself in the order. And then the guys begin to group themselves, coming together. In fact, people, according to the story, they started coming up. Most of the time, they would manage smoke away instead of them doing it. So the guys from the Ministry of Finance, used to sometimes put police officer on them, running behind them. They never wanted them because the guys felt that the custom guys were aiding, the business people taking a thing out of the port. So they saw them like guys who were not doing, the just process, but rather they were helping the business people, not going to custom, but then managing, leaving the port. So they saw them the guys who were contributing and working with the business people in smuggling goods out of the port. So way back in the 90s, early 90s, so they used to run after them. So normally when you broke out, you hide in the corner, and someone come to you, then you go in the process. Well, they were being chased. They were being flocked. The guys went through hell. So ready, revamp and reorganize the entire brokerage we see in Liberia today. But then the guys sat down for long and said, look, we can't be here, we'll be running hard. They think we're doing is not something we're doing like a black bear thing. We're not hustlers. Why can't we go meet some of our colleagues or friends and let's see how we can organize the thing. But by then, when the government now begin to recognize commissioners, it was one of the commissioners, if my memory could serve me right, it should be, is it Abba Kamo? Yeah, from the story, it should be Kamo. Yeah, one of the commissioners, Kamo, if my memory could serve me right. He met the guy, he said, my man, look, you organize yourself. This year, we're hearing it too, that something good you're doing. You got to organize yourself where we can recognize your, because you can't be coming to us to say you come in declare, you come in like a businessman. Then you're not doing it right. When you organize yourself, we recognize you and we move forward. On we go. The guys, they look, what we do with the thing. Let's push the thing at the legislature level. Let's push it at the legislature level and put it in as a bid so that at least when someone coming tomorrow for our ongoing, what have you, then we can pick up from that. And these guys got up and they reached out to some of their colleagues in the house. So, man, we want to do this thing. This is why we're hustling on, and we want to legitimize the thing through the arm of the legislature so that we can be duly recognized in what we're doing. Legislature asked a few questions, but the thing you're doing, is this something you want to establish, or this is a global something that is around the world? And they said, there's something all around the world. You can do your research. Our neighboring country, everywhere, there's an agent, they know as custom brokers. There's something we're not just starting to do. We're here in the 80s managing this thing, running with it. Well, I think we need to find our way out. And from the wisdom of the guys, somewhere in 1993, coming in 1994, the guy began to push the people, the lobby. When they go hustle in the port, they put it together. They reach out, they push it. And then in 1994, finally, they drop their issue, their entire count or paperwork, I would say, to the legislature. This is what we're interested in doing. And by then, everybody was finding somebody to help this process of rebuilding Liberia right after the war. So by then, you couldn't see much custom officers. So the customs, The guys in the legislature saw it, said, look, man, we agree, we are all here trying to formulate a government, and we can, and once we can see people expressing interest in this, I think this will help us. All we need to do is to guard them, watch them. But what we can do is send the called custom brokers. We were taking custom brokers, being they are custom officers, but they are saying no, they are outside of the custom arena and they want to get this thing going, right? Let's put them under the Ministry of Finance. Finance will be the best one to guide them. That's how you see today, through the hands of the legislators, custom brokers were able to go under the Ministry of Finance. In 1997, all through that run around, they were enacted into law and they passed into hand bill, ready to operate. If I left any other thing on, it is not written, so it's good that it's on the podcast. So maybe tomorrow somebody will know, because I believe it is not written, and I believe the leadership can take advantage to follow, because I know we lost most of the old guys now, and then me too taking over from over, so I might not be exact. Okay, so in 1997 they were launched, but that one is recorded from 94 to 97 is recorded. Because if you go at the legislature in the ACA, myself went there, I saw it. I went to Ministry of Finance, of Foreign Affairs, I saw it. So it's something that is there. But the regrettable part is government don't pay attention to them, because they say they can't make their own money, so they don't need to be taken care of. But which of course it is wrong. Even if it was just a little to be used to compensate the brokers for the hard work they do in helping to generate trade, I mean, by putting them into the budget, because once you add them into law, that means there should have been a room created for the custom brokers, okay? For the custom brokers, at least to be able to operate. Well, that will be for another day. So, fast forward, they were fully recognized, fully being out there. And I remember back then, the first legit president under that recognition was Idul Sharif. Yeah, I met with him, we discussed one of my father. In fact, some of the story I gave you today, I got this one from him. You know, the story is long. We just jumping in because we have something major to discuss this morning. And Idul Sharif and Yanse Sibo, Kofa Washington. Oh, that one, he really drew me through the process. And some self are entering, moving on, what have you. That's how custom broker came to be, and they were enacted into law under the Ministry of Finance to operate, and their books to be open to the Ministry of Finance and helping government to help in processing the trade. Now, if you read that act, the act stated clear that because under the act of the liberalization policy, the act under the liberalization policy, only a Liberian can be a custom broker. Only a Liberian can be a custom broker. I still remember, but I may not know the chapter, I may not know the provision, but I know there is something there that's clearly stated that only a Liberian can be a custom broker. And that responsibility in making sure that the clearing process was given directly to them by the legislature. So from the House, it was given to them. So that's why when you see today, brokers are moving forward. When we manage to have collected that document and we make sure that we move forward with it, we took it at the level of the court to make sure in validating them. And they told, yes, it is a legal document. You guys can work with it. So that's how you see today, brokers are part of the trade chain. And that's helped us honor the mandate of the WTO that says once the country see it necessary that brokers be a part. And that gave us the right because we are being enacted into law. They are being enacted into law to do this job. So it gave them the fight to operate in this direction. But then let's get to the topic. That's just a history of the custom brokers and what have you. Now, you are seeing, if you are watching live, the stream is there. Now, the question is, with all of the Good story, the guys who fought, hustle to them, hustle to a good job. Now, the question is from 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? Are the custom brokers helping to facilitate trade, or they are the problem into the trade facilitation? This is the true platform, remember. We speak the truth, but nothing but the truth. Are the custom brokers truly helping the business community, or are they truly helping the government? That's what we need to understand. Because the custom broker owe aid to the government just as they owe aid to the business community. Where do we see that? You see what makes the job very tedious? But your most commitment is to the government. And that's what makes you a true broker. Your most commitment is to the government. But your sincerity is to the business community. You are committed to the government, but you should be very sincere to the business community. Do you see where custom broker stands? Do you see where custom broker stands? You are committed in doing business with the government, and you should be very sincere in doing business with the business community. That's the kind of book you carry. But the question today, are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? I can speak for that because I can't be the judge. I can't be making that decision. You're the one watching can tell me from 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers in our trade chain? Because this platform has been receiving numerous calls that some of the problems they do face are being faced by the custom brokers. And I begin to wonder how. Are the brokers the one causing you to go into more storage? Are they the one making you to pay more demurrage? You need to tell this platform. The brokers, are they really collecting money from you for the job? You need to tell this platform. Are they overcharging you? You need to tell this platform. Are the brokers collecting money from you, and at the end of the day, you find out that they may collect over $12,000 from you, and he did not spend $12,000 to clear the container, but rather spend $5,000 to clear the container? You need to tell this platform the role of the custom brokers. Are they duplicating documents to collect money for the business community? You need to tell this platform. Are they conniving with the system to rob the business community? You need to tell the platform. Or are they joining the business community to rob the government? You also need to tell this platform. Where do you see the custom brokers? Are they a help or a problem? I told you the show today will be very interesting. You leave from your country and going to Liberia to do business, and you were contacted by someone to say, I'm not just saying anyone, because we get a lot of agents, but we do have custom brokers. Let's get this clear. So if you call in the show, be speaking to a custom broker. Don't speak to an agent, because your brother could be your agent, your sister could be your agent, your relative. Because most of you going back home dealing with people in government, and they tell you, yeah, I can clear. That person is your agent. But I'm saying custom brokers, the one that do have a license from the Liberia Revenue Authority, that be accredited by the arm in which that govern, that watch all the brokers, which is the National Custom Brokers Association. Are they helping? Don't call me and say, my brother is a director or someone in the pool. When I call him, he said he hired a broker. No. That it will be too complicated. When you ever deal with a broker, give us your experience on the platform. From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? Are they helping? Are the custom brokers making sure that the money you are paying is the just money? Even you, the consignee, have found out that this money on this document is not necessary. What's the role of the custom broker? Is he convincing you because of storage time? Oh, my man, you get storage to pay, storage waiting for you. How are they helping? The worst of all, the ones that collect the money and run away. I mean brokers. I'm not saying agent. I mean brokers. Because the role of the custom broker is to make sure that when you get into the country and you get in contact with them, they should be able to sit you down and give you the entire process. Despite with the breaking down of the system, but he or she should be able to guide you through the process, at least to make sure that you go through the process very smoothly in helping you to facilitate from crossing from east to west, because they are the bridge between the business community and that of the government. So crossing that bridge, how well are you crossing it? If the broker keep coming to you, he's not squarely telling you how much you need, more especially on your relevant charges. Like the relevant charges, those relevant charges. Because those relevant charges, we agree, there are a lot of fluctuation in them, but sometimes, they are constant. Because let's assume if the shipping line today come up, because that's what they do. They wake up in the morning and say, we are adding another $25 to our delivery order. That's not what we're talking about, because there will be a receipt for it. So those relevant charges, are they bringing those relevant charges to you, making you to understand how much you need? Because the first step should be, the broker should make sure that the relevant charges should be placed before you, so that you already know what you are about to operate in within the country. Or is he or she coming back to you after one or another? Can you collect it, he go. She can't, she collect it, he go. He can't, he collect it, he go. She can't, she collect it, she go. And you get so frustrated. Someone just keep drawing money out of you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep drawing money out of you. Are they helping or they are the problem? Because the custom brokers should be there to make sure that once they receive that certificate from Metex, they should be in a position to give you a line-by-line description on that certificate so that you can understand what you are going into. What you are going into. Because doing business in Liberia is like you are going into a dark forest, and you only having a single man that having a torch light, and you don't know how long the battery in that light going to last. So the short time he has that light, who is the broker? Is he shining it on the red pathway? That's what I'm talking about this morning. Because our trade climate is so dark right now that you can't easily see what you're going into. That's how dark the climate is right now. But the little light, who is the custom broker that is directing you, is he putting the light to the red path? Is he putting the light, and at the end of the day, he switched off the light and he get messy in the jungle, and you can't find your way out. Now that he has collected your money, and sometimes you don't even know how to reach him anymore. You don't even know how to get to her anymore, and you're wondering, your time is running out. The broker cannot help you. They have collected your money, you get no way out. Are they helping or they are facilitating? From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? Where do you see the custom brokers? Can we take a look of their quotations? Are they making you to pay over money? Speak to the trade platform this morning. Because the brokers, they want to make sure that this word we always speak on this platform, facilitation, it is their goal in making sure that no matter the circumstances in trade right now in Liberia, there should be a way out for you. Are they helping you? The numbers are there. Pick up the phone. Call from 1 to 10. Where do you see custom brokers? To participate, here is the link. Join us live. Where do you see custom brokers? In our trade chain in Liberia, where do you see custom brokers? I'm not saying your agent, because if anybody who is now a broker and working for you, they are your private agent. Then you will make the case very complex. But we're speaking of someone who have obtained a license and being accredited by the National Custom Broker Association of Liberia. Are they helping you? Or they are problem, or they are part of the problem in Liberia? Do you wake up in the morning and you want to know the status of your continuum and you cannot reach your broker? Is your broker leaving your job and prioritizing another job because he feels that job gets so much money? He have collected so much for you because you have nothing to give him or her. So they have left your job or giving it to an error board and going to look at another job that gave them more. That is not facilitation, because trade had no discrimination. Or somebody delay, the broker just take a document and go and double in the trail and he do no follow-up because you are not giving a dime to do follow-up. Speak to the platform this morning. This will help us to know, with all of the challenges we face, if we cannot clean all of this in this platform, then we're going nowhere. I am not in a position to speak for the brokers. I am not in that capacity right now. I am not the auspicious spokesman for the brokers. They do have their official spokesman, but you who doing business in Liberia can better explain the challenges and the problem you face, most especially with the brokers. We've been talking about the APM terminals. We've been talking about the metex. But today, we are talking about the people who carry your document to these people. Are they helping you? Or are they creating more problem? Because as I said previously, the brokers are committed to the government, but very sincere to the business community. Your commitment is to the government, and sincerity is to you. They owe the government to make sure that just revenue goes to the government. And they are sincere to you in making sure that the money you do pay is the rightful money you are paying to walk through the system. So the broker stand between commitment and sincerity. Like I said, don't call this show or you participate on this show to tell me about your personal agent. It will make it very complex. I'm going to listen to it. Again, I will help you the way out, but it will be a complex situation. I'm saying a vis-a-vis transaction with a broker who is under the emblem of the National Custom Brokers Association. Are they helping you or they are creating no problem for you? This is the true platform where we speak trade. We need to know. Because there are a lot of times when I go in gathering, and sometimes when people talking and I just smiling. Oh, my man, I got to my man, the broker eat my eye. Come and tell us how the broker ate your eye. From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? From 1 to 10, where do you see the custom brokers? Where do you see them? From 1 to 10. Are they doing what they were all supposed to do? How are they helping? How are they harming? Like I said, do they take your jobs and put it down and run it after another job? Do they go to the ABM terminal and take your loading slip and put it down because they have someone continue they want to load because that person have offered them and they're causing you more storage? And they tell you, we have to wait, and you go and find out. Sometimes some of you guys have way to reach out to the terminal. The terminal tell you, but we have built that container already. We already issued a loading slip. And you call the broker, and the broker is telling you another story. Are they helping or are they facilitating? That's what we are discussing on this platform this morning. Are the broker helping or they are facilitating? Because the broker should be in a position to make sure that even because of clearing time, I will say this, because of clearing time, you were billed. And the brokers tell you, can we pay on a protest? Because of clearing time, can we pay on a protest? And the broker tells you, we will work after this and make sure that the additional money that I'm seeing here that you are not to pay and you are paying it because you need to clear on time. We're going to work with government with this. How many brokers have said that to you? That we're going to pay on a protest. The government has left from 10 years to 15 years on OH penalty. How many brokers telling you that? So if you went to LRA and they put that on your document and your car was below the 15 years and the broker is saying we're going to pay on a protest because of time. So that means if your protest goes through and you are successful in that protest, another shipment that is coming, that bill will affect. Because government will not give you money, but they will forward that bill to the next shipment that is coming into the country. How many brokers do you have to tell you that? Or is the broker going and conniving with the system to make money out of you? This is the platform. Because at the end of the entire process, where do you see your broker? Sometimes you so jammed, but you already caught off in it. Is that the situation you're in? Is that the situation you're in? Where do you see the brokers? Or are you working behind closed doors with the brokers in making sure that you rob the system? Is that the kind of facilitation you're talking about? Yeah, my broker is good. Oh yeah, my broker knows the system. Tell us. Without saying expose your broker to us, tell us how he knows the system. My broker, he operates on time. In fact, his document goes in on time. There is no too much error on his document when he do a declaration. When he file for his document from Metex, they don't send it out because of some documentation problem, or the service request form from the Ministry of Commerce. There is no comment on it. He just go through smoothly. He knows what he's doing. She knows what she's doing. This is the platform. Because if we can't help this, we can't keep talking about all of the errors in the system. And sometimes you check it, our bigger problem is the people that we work with. The brokers. It's the people that we work with. They may take a job, he put it down. You take a job, he put it down. Because probably he requesting for money. He's not in a position to keep giving that kind of money. You justify him, why. It's okay. Saying why. I'm going to someone who wants to say how can we do this? How can we do this? So you are called down. You are the wow. The man is looking for how. And sincerely, trade have no discrimination. The both and how should have the same process time. So if the how was before, except there's a hitch in the financial procedure by the client, and it is being made known to the broker. Man, I need to raise money to forward the job, but not the broker to be determined which job to do. Once you receive that document, you must give the service as a broker. Once you receive someone bid or lending from them or any document that stands as a clearing document, you must provide the service. And this topic is not limited to the free port alone. At the border, the crossing point, and at the airport, how do you see brokers? Remember, not your private agent, not your company expeditor. I say brokers from the National Custom Brokers Association. Are they helping or they are problem within the trade chain? Are they facilitating trade? Because being a breach, the business people, you guys are caught up between a crossing point. Once you get to Liberia, you are definitely caught up between a crossing point. You want to cross from point A to point B. And there's a huge river. If your broker constructing a bridge for you to cross smoothly, or is he using a Kindle, a speedboat, you need to tell us. on this platform how you see the brokers. Because that responsibility was given to them by the Republic of Liberia through the House of Representatives to do a piece of job for the business community, enhancing government revenue. That's the sole responsibility of a broker. Service the businessman to raise government revenue. So their services is to you, the business community. That's why it should be sincere to you at all time. At all time. The biggest sacrifice is to you, the businessman. Because the government can shut down. But you, the businessman, can shut down. So the biggest sacrifice go to you. That's why I said they are to be sincere to the business community and committed in doing business with the government. The government is constant. The government will not change. The only thing will change will be policy. So government comes, government go. The brokers must go to the government to pay money to the government from the business community. So the government in this area, the government remain constant. Only the policy change. The government remain constant. It's only the policy that will change. It's only the policy that will change. So the sincerity is in making sure that you go through a smooth process. A process that will teach you on how you are ending up in doing your business in Liberia. You are not to live in doubt. Where do you see the custom brokers? Are they helping to facilitate or they are a problem? We have 2 more minutes to open the line. 2 more minutes to open the line. I will not judge that. But we all are explaining. There are good and there are bad of brokers. We can't take it out of this show. There are something brokers are doing that is not good. Share it with the platform. There are something brokers are doing. They are very helpful. Share it with the platform. Because sometimes we talk all about the government. Our major problem could be the brokers. Our biggest problem could be the brokers. The challenges we face could be the brokers on how they handle our businesses by who is not suitable at all. And we continue to complain about the government. We complain about the ABM terminal. But are the brokers really reaching out to these people? You need to tell this platform. I can be the one to tell you this. So that they can listen and understand. And they can know if what they are doing is helping or it causing more problem. That's what the platform is all about. So the line is open. The link is there. The comments, you can see it. Tell us, how do you see brokers? From 1 to 10. from 1 to 10. Okay, I agree with you. That's your view. We'll get a view of others. So we're getting good comment from the brokers. They are great, but the problem is the government. We are getting a view, but we need more views to validate the facilitating arm of the brokers. So, yeah, someone is saying the brokers are great. That is not from me. They are saying the brokers are great, but the problem they face is with the government. So you had the worst experience. What are you saying? There is someone, I believe, they enjoy our service, they enjoy themselves. By the end of the day, they are saying the brokers are doing great. But then let's go to the brother or sister who had the worst experience with a broker. That's the one we want to get. That's the one we want to get. We don't make this up on the show. It's something we'll bring. And you can see it. So your comment, you will read your own comment as the show goes on. Where do you see the custom brokers? Where do you see the custom brokers? So if you are a shy person, you will also be live with your comment. Where do you see the custom brokers? We want to see people who had problem yesterday come and give us the problem and let's fix it. The broker took your money and you ran away. You even went to the association, they could not help you. We want to hear something. Say something. Every time we talk about the ABN terminal, every time the ABN terminal not helping us, every time the ABN terminal not doing it. Today now we want to talk about the people who always talk about all the problems. Are they helping? The people every day we on the platform talking for. We're coming back to us. Are they helping? Share your thoughts. Call. The numbers are there. You want to join live? We can bring you the link. But today, start spotting the show. Come and contribute. This is not about you denigrating or you promoting the association. We want to know what is happening in our country. When we're talking about the shaping line, oh, everybody commenting, oh, press, oh, yeah, you talking, yeah, you saying it. Today is about us, and I will not be the judge. If you're waiting for me to tell you who custom broker, I will only tell you the role of custom broker that have done periodically and how they came about. You the broker, and you think you are the best. I challenge you. Come and defend. Tell us. Start spying the show. Because this will help us move forward. It will help us to move forward. Because at the end of the day, all of the noise we make, the government not happy, the government not doing this, will you get it wrong? We get it wrong. Sometimes we are the problem. We even supporting the government for the act they're doing. Sometimes we even supporting the shipping line for the act they're doing. But only the business people can tell us this. Someone who dealt with a broker, I'm not saying your private agent. I will keep echoing this. Don't come tell me on the show or after the show you call me, because most of the time there are a lot of people who will be calling me after the show and want to make their input. And which of course sometimes I pick up the phone because I'm a kind of a person, I always like to talk to people. But it's good you come on the show and let people listen to these things. So you can look that most of the things we say on this show are just created by us or because we know it, so we're saying it. And because I know it, so I'm saying it. I'm saying it today, and I want you to hear from you out there. I want you to hear from you. We have criticized the government, all of the errors, the worst they are doing. Let's come to ourselves today. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's see the truth in us. Are we helping? Or we are part of the problem? Custom brokers. Because most of the problem at the time, you see the broker, he go take contract from somebody. Instead of he going to meet the client to do the contract, and there where most of the problem have interface with comes out. When you go bring the broker to answer, or you take a phone to call the broker, he said, but I already know the client. The man at there, I thought he was the client. Only at the end of the day, I'm just hearing to know that the man is not the client. Someone is the one responsible for everything. Those are some of the challenges he faced. Some of the challenges could be those agents that I'm telling the community not to call me about. Are the one causing you problem? Come out and let us know. Do we see custom brokers as a help or a problem? Do we see custom broker as a help or a problem? Only on this show we will know this. Only on this show we will know this. Do we see custom brokers as a help or a problem? Are they helping with all of the hoodoo battle that is going on in Liberia? Are the brokers helping? Are they doing all they can in making sure that they help you face those challenges and go through the storm of clearing? Or are they part of the problem? The numbers are there. The link is there. Because at the end of the day, when we have spoken about all of the problem, and we can't come home to fix our own problem, then we're going nowhere. If we can't come home to fix our own problem, then we're going nowhere. Then we're going nowhere. Are the broker helping to facilitate trade? This trade we always talk about on this platform, or they are part of the problem? The broker collect your money, he ran away. Those are some of the problems. The broker took your document. In fact, the broker even misplaced your document. You can't reach out to the broker. Only to go find out the person you're dealing with was not the broker. He was how we call them. I don't think we have them anymore because there are a lot of classes that are gone, except there are newer one. Broker A. And you, at the end of the day, when you went to find out you were dealing with the wrong person, and you later got to realize that he has a boss you were dealing with. Are the broker truly a facilitator, or they are part of the problem? The broker was doing your clearing. At the end of the day, you got so angry and you took the document and you went at the LRA, or you went at the Ministry of Finance, or you went at the Ministry of Commerce, or you went to seek some advice, only to go find out all the documents you were playing with were fake. Are the broker helping, or they are facilitating? And you went before maybe the Commissioner of Customs, and he asked you who the broker, because the document before us here called the broker. And only to find out the broker has switched off a phone. Those are problem facing in the trade chain. Are they helping, or they are problem? I can't judge for you. If the brokers are helping, come and tell us your experience, how the brokers are helping to facilitate trade. They are a group of guys that have been enacted into law to help facilitate trade. Like I said, the guys who were enacted into law to be committed to the government and be very sincere to the business community. That's the two functions: committed to the government and very sincere to the business community. Because no matter what, your commitment is to make sure that every dime you have must go to the government. And your sincerity is to make sure that every money that you are paying is just. Not joining someone to rob you or milk you. You need to tell this platform. Are the broker helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? Where do you see the brokers in our trade chain? Where do they stand? Because when you go out, when I'm listening in the Liberia community, the way people talk about brokers, I said, no, we need to come and discuss brokers today on the platform. Oh, my man, the brokers are roles. The broker, oh, you go to Liberia, don't even deal with broker. The million are the one that can steal. Today we are here. Come and give us your experience. Are they helping, or they are part of the problem? Imagine people have gone to the extent to say the brokers can connive with the system just to make sure that they extort money from the business community. Come on the platform today. That's why we are here. The only laboratory platform you will hear the discussion. We have said it all of the time, but today we want to know the role, the impact of custom broker. What has the positive or negative come out? Because this show will validate your silence mean that the brokers have no problem. Because the reason I'm flagging this, most of the time people will say, man, you always criticizing other people. Why you can't talk about your own people? We here today talking about my people. And I'm not going to be the judge. That's why I'm not going to polish it. I'm going to give it raw. If you can't come out, because if I was talking about the LRA today, then the phone blocking. The matters, the phone blocking. APM terminal, the phone blocking. But today we're talking about the guys who help to facilitate the documents in the system. Are they collecting your money? Your experience with them, are they helping or they are a problem? Your silence here today will be evident tomorrow. When you're talking about brokers, we will go to this show. And good for us, this show is being podcast on 5 major platforms, so we can get it anytime. If we can't find it on Facebook, we'll go to YouTube. If we can't take it on YouTube, we'll go to Twitter, and we will play it. We will play it. And it will be evident that the brokers are not the problem. The brokers are not the problem. That's why when we come on the show, we ask you to share. Because the more you share, the farther we go. Everybody have been discussed. Today we're discussing the people who discuss the people. That's how balanced we are. Today we are talking about the people who go sit down and be talking about all the problems they're facing. Are they the problem too? That's why we are here. You were talking to someone from here. You go to Morovia, you could no longer see them. Only to go find out the man have ran away with the little import request for money you gave him. The one we used to call RPD, the import request. Now little money, he had ran away with it. Or sometimes the metals money, the little metals money you gave the man had ran away with it. You can no longer get he or her. That's why we here. The truck driver refused to move the continuum because the broker ate the truck money. That's why we here. That's why we here. Tell us your experience with the brokers. Are they helping to facilitate or they are part of the problem? With all the problem we face, are they helping or they are part of the problem? Because good for us, if we can't sit to discuss the custom brokers and we keep talking about all the other entities, then we're going nowhere. Then we're going nowhere. Trust me, we will be going nowhere. You go at the club, you sat there all day, you can't see the broker. You go to the warehouse and you see, and there's a suspicion that the brokers is talking to people to come and collect money from you. tell us. Are the brokers helping, or they are causing us more problem? Where do we see the brokers? The numbers are there. Pick up the phone and give us your experience. Because this topic fall under your experience and challenge faced in shipping and clearing goods in Liberia currently. It is one of the subtopics. The role of the custom brokers in our trade chain. Are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? You can call the WhatsApp, you can call me on Messenger, or you can call me live. The numbers are there. You want to participate live? The link is there. If you want to make a comment, we can pick your comment. Where do we see the custom brokers? Are they helping? Are they facilitating? Or they are part of the problem? Give us your experience. Oh, the APN terminal this, the APN terminal that, the APN terminal this. Today, we say come home, and we are home. We say come home, and today, we are home. And today, we are in a broker backyard. We are in the custom broker backyard. The shop is winding up. We are running up. Say something. Say something. Yeah. Send a friend request. We'll friend you. Come on the show. Where do you see the brokers? Oh, we talk. Today, are the brokers helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? Are they helping, or they are part of the problem. This will help us know where this show is going. If we can balance this show, every time we come, we just talking about government. Every time we come, we just talking the bad what government doing, all the bad government doing. But when it comes to us, then we're silent. All the time when we're talking about the shaping line, oh, everybody, yeah. But today it's all about us. I'm not going to judge for the brokers. I'm not the official spokesman for the brokers. I'm not the official spokesperson for the brokers. So I will say it, and it's up to you to tell me, are they facilitating or they are part of the problem? In the time of clearing, how frequently are you with your broker? Are you having a stable communication, or your broker talk to you when he or she feels like? Those are the challenges we want to see. We want to hear. You only saw your broker from the day you gave him your money. When you call him, Mama, I'll call you by busy. Mama, I'll call you by busy. And you're looking at your flight time. You're running all the time in a country. You need to come back. At the end of the day, you end up in storage and the broker give you a lot of stories. Share the stories. Share the story. Share the story. Share the story. Share the story. Share with us your experience. Are the brokers helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? We have spoke about all the other parties, but today we in our own backyard. I will not be speaking for brokers because I'm not the official spokesman for the brokers. Are the brokers helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? That's what we are discussing today. But remind you, welcome, sir. Remind you, if we can hear a word today, that means we're not expecting to hear a word tomorrow, because we have a show that validates that we spoke about brokers on the show and we didn't hear a word. So I don't want people coming tomorrow telling me I always on the government buy, I own APA terminal buy, I own the shipping line buy, but I can't talk about the brokers, the kind of attitude the broker get in Monrovia. I will just refer you to this show. I will just take it and share it with you. I will just take this show and share it with you. So I will know, because when we get ready, To be discussing government, people say we hate the government. When we sit down to discuss issue, people say we like the government. Today we talking government. People say we like the APM terminal. Maybe the shipping land they sold it to me that I always against them. So yeah, maybe unlike matters. Today, it is the brokers I'm dealing with. To let you know that this show is a balanced diet. It's for everybody in the trade chain. You have the opportunity today to tell us the role of the custom brokers in our trade chain. Are they helping? Which is the facilitation process? Are they doing it? Or they are part of the problem? Are they doing it? Or they are part of the problem? Make your say. You need to make your say. You need to make your say. Because from here, going back. So nobody will say, why about the broker too? Why you get to about the brokers? Today we are here dealing with the brokers directly. Today, we have been on the show an hour and a half. And I keep asking the questions. Are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? Custom brokers. Are they helping, or they are part of the problem? We have a few more minutes to wrap up. Few more minutes to wrap up. Pick up the phone and give us your experience. We have heard all of the experience you have with the shipping line, the Ministry of Commerce, the LRA, the CTN, the METEX, the MPA. But today, in the backyard of the brokers. We are in the backyard of the brokers. So I don't want tomorrow, if someone come and ask me that question, my man, you always talking about it. Why about the brokers? Today is the day. Today is the day. All you need to do is to pick up the phone and just a 1 minute call and give us your experience. That's all you need to do. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and place the call. We will be wrapping up for today. And just to let you know, we have an hour and a half for you to tell us the role of the cluster broker in our trade chain. And that's why I provided to you the role. And all you needed to do was to let us know, or let me know, are they helping to facilitate, or they are part of the problem? And we'd like to say thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you for your participation. We'll be cutting day or date for today. We'll be joining again on next Saturday. We'll be joining again on next Saturday to discuss our trade climate in Liberia. And today we were talking about the brokers. Are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? We want to say thank you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for the comments. And thank you for taking up your time. And thank you for taking up your time for being a part. We now take our theme song and we call this a date. And we hope to see you next week as you join us again on the trade platform. And next week again, we will be coming home. Today, we're the brokers. On next week, we will be dealing with the truckers. Everybody in the chain will get a piece of the pie. Everybody being part of the trade chain will get a piece of the pie. So next week, get ready for the truckers. We will be discussing the truckers. We will be discussing the truckers, which is the Port Truckers Association, PTAL. So when we come home like that and we deal with everybody, then we go back now to start dealing with our own people now. So everybody, piece of the thing, you got to take a taste of it. So next week will be nothing else, but we will be discussing the Truckers Association, the Port Truckers Association, on how they are helping and be a part. Like I said, thanks to all of you for your participation. We'll see you next week. Today we were discussing the custom brokers. Are they helping to facilitate trade, or they are part of the problem? But this show has made it known that I don't think brokers have problem. So that means the problem with brokers are being settled between they and the business community and that of the partners in trade and what have you. So the good is, there is a good news. This show have validated that brokers have no problem. Henceforth, the brokers will continue to perform their function and their role in facilitating trade in Liberia. That means they are doing all they can, all of their wigwam in servicing the business community and making sure that just revenue goes to the government. We want to say thank you for being a part. Hope to see you on Tuesday. I hope to see you again. Thank you.